Hi, Amber. Hello. This is Candy. So I was just explaining about how amazing the natural pet vitality fulvic powder has been for this mare. She's an old girl. She's got heart murmur. She's got a few different sort of medical problems, but she's, look how shiny she is. One of her main things is she's always had so many flies, real burden. She'd always have to wear a mask, or I'd have to put coconut or something around her eyes to protect her from them. This year I've noticed that even if she had a few flies on her, her eyes weren't streaming, like they weren't bothering her like they were. There were days where we had a lot of flies. So they're still there, but they're just not causing such a problem. With those that are, she doesn't like this chap next door, I'm going to keep distracting her. With those that are really sensitive, they end up with raised areas where they've been bitten on their coat, and it can be so problematic and cause them such itching and just I've been bitten by something and it's inflamed. We haven't had that. So the lumps, the reactions in their skin from being bitten by flies or anything winged has been, I don't know, I reckon about 75% reduced.
That's amazing.
Really, really. Because sometimes, especially with the sort of thoroughbredy sensitive types, excuse me.
She's cuddly this morning.
Yeah, they end up with like she's not working anyway, but if she had a massive lump here from someone biting her, you wouldn't be able to put a saddle on and go out and have a little bit of exercise time. So it's made a massive difference to them. Sometimes there has been flies around them, but it's not been so intense. And when sometimes you'd see loads of flies, almost like fly lashes, they're not causing streaming eyes and itching and irritability, and the horses constantly get them off me because they are reduced massively.
Yeah.
So even if there were still flies around, the effect of a fly is being minimised massively.
Yeah.
A couple of them that are really sensitive have worn fly masks. But not to the point where make sure that horse has got a fly mask on. It's been so much better.
Yeah, I remember coming earlier in the year and still seeing a few flies landing on them, but they were literally landing and flying off again. And like you say, not actually causing bites and irritations on the horse.
It's almost like they turn up and they don't want to be on the horse so much.
Yeah,
which is great, because that's obviously something that's working for you, isn't it? Hey?
And we obviously had a particularly heavy year of flies this year, so it was a good year to trial it and see actually the effectiveness of putting the powder in the food.
Yes.
And we, of course, the beauty of it is when they do get a bite, we can then put the powder on the bite as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So with Mouse, who's next door, she's really sensitive. If she's going to react to something, or if a horse is going to react, it'll be her. She's actually had acorn poisoning. That's why she is looking so poor. But she is an old ex-racer, and she's very fine anyway. So what we're now relieved about is that all her blood tests have come back with no signs of any toxicity. And I can only imagine, having a bit of acorn experience in the past, that it was the natural pet vitality fulvic powder, the fact that she's been on it for so long, prevented her from us losing her, technically. And it's emotional, but it's been really scary. A horse that stops eating, she just did not want her bucket food. She ate a little bit of grass, she ate a bit of hay, but she just wasn't eating. That's why she looks worse than she did when we first rescued her 8 years ago. Spent a lot of money on the blood tests, and the vet's like, I don't know. And I reckon that is because she's had the powder for nearly 2 years. I can't imagine what her immunity, how her strength would have been without. I don't think she would have survived. She's older. So yeah, she's eating again. She's turned a corner. She's had the powder. I've chopped up vegetables and been feeding her by hand. She's been literally not eating. And so I put the powder in a bucket and tossed all the chopped vegetables in it, so they were kind of coated. And then she's also had the drops that I take in her water. She's had a choice of the gold drops and the silver drops in one bucket, and then the other bucket with nothing in it at all. And she's been guzzling the one with a little bit from the one without, but mainly the one with. Yeah, I don't think she would have got through it otherwise. But I don't know. But to have no markers whatsoever, she was really unwell. Like maybe a week ago, we thought it was time to say goodbye. So, yeah.
I think it's really important to look at the things that we do prevent by giving the powder every day, isn't it?
For me, preventative rather than cure.
Yes.
I mean, we're a sanctuary, and obviously everyone would probably feel like that anyway.
And I think it's important to get that message across to people, because they tend to buy a pot when something goes wrong.
Oh, no, the maintenance.
Use it,
you need to use it
for
all the time.
a couple of weeks, and the horse gets better, and then they stop using it.
Because you can see
and
it
it's
topically.
an everyday thing, isn't it?
Absolutely. With like the cuts and grazes, sorry to interrupt you, but like going back to the bites and stuff, before pre-Fulvic, it would take a week or longer, and you'd be using wound powder and wonder gel and everything you could think of. Within 3 days, something that's a big scratch or a cut or whatever is gone. It's like, where's it gone? You know, you can even see the hair starting to come through. So you can see that working really fast topically. But if you imagine it's on and in, then the horse, whoever is having it, whatever animal is having it, is going to be benefiting from it so much. It takes a bit longer to get things on the inside. You know?
Well, I think when you see it, how quickly it heals the outside, as soon as it touches flesh and skin and tissue, it starts healing. And I think, well, that must be doing what it's doing inside.
Exactly that.
As soon as it touches inside, it's healing everything.
Absolutely.
You know, like you say, we can't see that.
Have it both.
I mean, she's looking really shiny, and she's not got her usual bites, like you say. There's no all of those horse fly bites and scars and things.
No, she's done really well. She did get bitten by a horse, and she had a mark somewhere, but like I say, I mean I can't find it, I can't show it to you
because it's just growing back,
it's gone so quickly. And this is while she's been really not well with this acorn toxicity.
I mean, and the acorns were just horrendous this year.
Really bad. And we lost a Shetland pony many years ago, probably about 10 years ago, maybe longer, and we're pretty sure that was acorn poisoning. I wish we'd had the powder then. Yeah, but we've recognised it, and she's doing really well. She has had more than what she would normally have her daily allowance. We put a bit in every meal rather than just for breakfast.
Yeah,
but it's got to be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Keeping her go. Lovely, thank you, Mouse. Good girl. I'm glad you're better. You're a good girl.